Fantastic. Sync. That was good. Hello and welcome to Video Game Choo-Choo, podcast for the website, also called Video Game Choo-Choo. I'm your host, John, and with me this week, we have Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have Ryan.
Hey guys, I'm here.
And, of course, you want her, you got her, Rose.
It's me. You got me.
It is.
Gotcha!
Yeah.
Gotcha on the show. Everyone's very excited to have you on the show.
Happy to be here.
Glad to hear it. So, folks, what a week, am I right?
I guess.
Is this your bit?
Yowza.
Is this your stand-up?
Yeah.
I can
Let me
see
tell you
you.
something.
I can see you in front of a brick wall now at the haha.
You can call this stand-up because I'm standing up out of my chair and taking off my headphones while John tells this joke.
Let me tell you, everybody is pissed. It's like there's some political stuff going on this week. Yowza.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna give us some hot takes, John?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh, great.
Maybe politics is good. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out on this episode of the show.
Definitive.
Probably not, though.
Definitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna talk about it the whole time. It's gonna just be one long fucking debate over if it's good or bad. That's it. Are you ready?
No.
Okay,
I
good.
need to put on a diaper for this one, John.
Ugh.
You know what? I think right there you just proved that politics is good. Right there.
Okay.
Anything that
What do you say,
requires a
John?
diaper is a positive in John's book.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
The pro diaper party.
Shush.
This is why we need politics.
This is why... this is why I...
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I didn't come up with something funny fast enough because John's fucking diaper fetish has metaphorically kicked me in the nuts so hard that I've lost all sense of lingering comedy that I had left, which wasn't a lot, but it's all gone now. So thanks, John. Keep the kinks in the bedroom. 2016. That's my political platform. Vote for me.
Ryan's new political platform is a stricter podcast regulations. So hosts aren't talking about diaper fetishes anymore.
You have to have a license to talk about diaper fetishes. So
You would win in a landslide, Ryan. Don't worry about that.
thank you, John.
So, let's catch up with the Chew crew this week. Ryan, since I was so cruel to you, how about we start with you?
Sure. You can go ahead and start with me if that makes you happy. If it makes you
Nothing would
happy.
make me happier.
All right. Well, good.
What if
I've
what
been-
if he was wearing a diaper? Would that make you happier?
I'm not
Shut the
wearing a
fuck up.
diaper. I can confirm. Looking down at my crotch, it is miraculously, somehow, by an act of God, completely diaper-free during the recording of this podcast.
You can wear diapers underneath clothing.
Well, yes, but I'm...
So you're not wearing any clothing?
I am wearing some clothing, yes, but, yeah.
Is
Anyway,
one of those a diaper?
No, it is not.
Stop. We need to stop.
I'm sorry, Michael, but I left my Barney the Dinosaur branded adult diapers back where my family lives
Oh.
in North Texas. So
What about pull-ups?
Sadly-
Okay, all right.
What about pull-ups? Those are pretty
Ryan,
good.
Michael, stop.
John,
You feel like a big
John.
boy.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Ryan.
Yeah, John, hi.
Please tell us how you've been doing this past week. Holy fuck.
You know, I've been doing pretty good. I've been really busy because a lot of people I know are getting ready to move out for the summer. Since I am in a college town and we are college folk, July 31st is traditionally the move-out date around here, so I've been going around a lot, doing things with people before they head out for the year or move out or get ready for the school year and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's been nice. I went to a beer bar called the Flying Saucer, which was kind of cool.
I think they just call it a bar.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well,
you know.
okay, it can just be a bar, but the point is that they just serve beer at this bar. So
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like specifically a beer bar because they don't have like wine or like Jello shots or juggalettes or anything.
Those
like
are the
that.
3 things you can sell. Beer,
Well,
wine, Jello shots,
okay.
or juggalettes. That's it.
I mean, listen. The reason I say it's a beer bar is because they're very centrally focused on beer and like beer tasting and events that have to do with beer.
They probably don't have a liquor license. They probably just have a beer and wine license because it's cheaper.
Maybe. But the point is they sell really good beers that you can't get anywhere else around here. I mean, maybe in Austin, you can find them other places, but this is the kind of bar that you go and they have like stuff you've never heard of. Like, I had some German Weissbier while I was there, which is white beer for those of you who do not speak Deutsch. I had some nice Austin cider, and they have a menu there of like, I think they're called brew fusions, and they're like weird beer hybrid experimental brew kind of things. I had one of those called Black Velvet, which I got just because it sounded really cool, but it tasted really nice. It was this nice smooth beer with a fruity aftertaste, and I was really into that. But the point I was trying to get at with this story is it was really cool because it's called the Flying Saucer, and although the bar itself is not UFO themed, they have UFOs on their coasters and pint glasses. And I feel I should mention that we went on $3 pint night, so that was really good. Nice. But I've been up to a lot of stuff like that, just hanging out. I have played a few games.
What?
A small handful
of video games. You?
Yeah, no, I know, right? Whoa. It's kind of nuts,
Jeez.
Isn't it? I bought some stuff. There was a Steam sale recently. I forget what the developer was, but all the Worms games were on sale. And although you as in John and Michael, are very familiar with the Worms games, thanks to the greatest video that will probably never see the light of day on this site.
Oh, Christ.
I did also buy. I had Worms Armageddon. I've had that for a while, which is one of the older ones. It's generally considered to be one of the best in the series. I also picked up, I think, Worms Reloaded, whichever one is the one that has the blue background on Steam. It's one of the more recent ones.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, Michael, I think you might have it, actually.
Worms games are like Metal Slug games. You just need to play one because they all look exactly alike.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of what I was getting at. Worms Reloaded, which I think is the one I bought. It's fun. It's another Worms game. There's not really much to say about it. It's got, different levels, a little more content, polished gameplay, and better graphics, but it's a Worm game. It's a Worms game. It's the kind of thing that I'm mostly going to be playing in like Skype calls and that sort of thing because it's fun, but I'm not just going to sink down. I'd like to issue a formal apology here on the Video Game Choo-Choo podcast because that makes 3 times so far I've minced my words, and we're barely even 10 minutes into this podcast. But the point is, it's not the kind of game I'm just going to sit down and sink like 5 hours into because of its super engaging gameplay and heady narrative. It's just
there's no immersive lore in Worms.
No,
that's okay.
No. Yeah, it's just the kind of thing I'm going to sit down with while I'm doing. No, not yet, but it's
Telltale's Worms.
Oh,
I would play that game. Oh my god,
I'd play that game.
We have to censor this now. We can't give them this idea.
Cause Telltale.
Yeah. Hey, Telltale, I'm a radio television film student. I'm looking for a job. Hit me up. But no, that game's fine. It's just another Worms game. I picked up Overwatch because the competitive mode hit consoles. I think I mentioned that last week, but I actually sat down and played it coming up to this week. I'm not great at that game, so competitive is not really my kind of thing. When you play that game, you have like, I think 10 placement matches, and I won 3 of those 10. So take that how you will. They like rank you at the end of the competition thing, and I think I got like a 41, and
that's
it goes
decent.
Yeah, I mean it goes up depending if you win or if you lose, and immediately after my placement matches I lost our first game because it came down to a draw. They have this really terrible sudden death mode because the sudden death is like you have a minute to like capture the points, and it's impossible. Like, if you're on the attacking team, unless you're super good at that game, you're basically boned. But, that game's still a lot of fun for me, just playing with my friends on PlayStation, because I wish I got it on PC, but that's neither here nor there. So I've been playing that. I played a little bit more of Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, which I mentioned on the podcast last week also. And John,
Yes.
you actually gifted me a game.
I sure did.
You gifted me an old game, or an older game, I should say. For my birthday, you mailed me a PS2 copy of The Punisher, which I have yet to pop into my Sony console. Probably by next week, I'll have worked through a little bit of that, but I actually won't be here next week because I will be out of town shooting a sitcom. So I will have some reports on The Punisher the week after next. That game stars Thomas Jane, who was in the first movie, the one with John Travolta, which is funny because my roommate actually gave me that in Warzone on Blu-ray for my birthday too. So I guess I really am a living stereotype now. This is the life I've chosen for myself.
It really is.
But yeah,
It's your own damn fault.
It really is. I have nobody to blame but myself. I played a little bit more of Pokemon Go since they put all the stops in Austin. And let me just say, it is nuts in the downtown area. Like, you go to the Capitol grounds and there's like 12 Pokestops all within like a block of each other. Like, just in that Capitol grounds area, which is crazy. We walked down to go to a Weird Wednesday showing at the Alamo Draft House, and there were so many people in the Capitol grounds, like more than I've ever seen, and they were all just playing Pokemon, which was weird, but also pretty cool. But, yeah, that's been my week, basically, just hanging out with a lot of people. Hit up the record store today, got a neat Uzumaki pin of the girl whose eyeball, like, recedes into her forehead, where, like, the spiral funnel, like, eats her alive, and then I got the Apocalypse Now soundtrack on vinyl, which is pretty cool, because that soundtrack's amazing, but once I got it home, I realized it was pretty warped, so I don't know how well it's going to play, so maybe I'll just frame that. I don't know. It was only $8, so we'll see what happens. But, yeah, that's pretty much been my week. A lot of stuff happening, not all of it video games related.
Thanks for sharing, Ryan.
Yeah, no problem.
Sounds like a wonderful week.
I try my best.
So, Michael,
Hi.
how are you holding up?
Good. How are you holding up?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's been going on with you? Do you got any updates for the crew to hear about?
Not much. It's been a...
Really?
Yeah. Why? Was I supposed to do something?
Yeah, Michael, you were supposed to go. You're supposed to go. You're supposed to go into the world. You were supposed to go into the world and bring back beautiful stories of life and gaming and human interest pieces.
Michael, you were supposed to play a video game.
What video game was I supposed to play?
Guess what? It was up to you.
Damn. I played some more Starbound.
Cool.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and then it wiped all my saves.
Holy
Great.
shit.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
was really good. That was really fun. I guess one of the updates after 1.0 wiped everything I'd done in that game. And I've played like 30 hours of it. So,
Damn.
Good work.
yep. And it had wiped my saves before because it was, this is early access. I've owned it for a while, but to have that happen after 1.0 was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
And there were no backups. Like, some people have had the same issue and had like the character in a backup file, but nope. So, I played more Pokemon The Go.
Of course.
Cool.
And I played... So, if you've never attended a Florida, you won't know that every afternoon in the summer there are thunderstorms. You can, like, set your watch to them. They happen at the exact same time almost every single day. And they're pretty, if you're not used to them, they can be scary. There's a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning. There can be some pretty intense winds and a lot of rain.
Yeah.
So I've lived here my entire life, so I can look at a storm and look at a radar and be like, I'm fine to go outside. So yesterday, I went outside. and there was a storm nearby, but it was what's called back building, which means that it's moving in one direction, but it's developing backwards because that's where the two winds are hitting, and thus developing the thunderstorm. But it was back building and moving at the same time, so it was essentially frozen in place, away from me.
Sure.
So there was lightning and thunder and stuff, but it was away from me, and it was pretty far away. Like I would notice if the skies started to change, and I could go back home.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around because there's no Pokestops like directly around. I was at my girlfriend's place, so there was no like Pokestops right there, but there were some easily within walking distance. So I'm walking along, I hit a Pokestop. All right, cool, neat. Walking along, I hit another one. All right, cool, neat. Walk along, and as I'm walking along, in these like little suburb divisions, there's a giant field going off in both directions where main power lines run through. Like really big ones. Like, all right, whatever. I keep going. I hit 2 more Pokestops. I catch me a Psyduck, and the big walk I'm on is a big circle. So I'm gonna pass back underneath these power lines. As I do, it's getting a little darker. And I can see more lightning now, and I'm approaching these power lines, and they're buzzing.
That's no good.
Really loudly. And like the buzzing will get more intense and then die down, and then get really intense and then die down, and you have to walk underneath them.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And there are multiple sets. So like it's not just like a power line like you would see on the side of the street. It is like multiple sets of power lines.
That's where like Zapdos is.
Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking like, this is how I died. This is how it ends. This is how I perish playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, someone's gonna write an article about you.
Yeah, dude walks off cliff, teen shot in someone's driveway, man electrocuted while playing Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty metal.
If I hadn't been like partially pretty scared, I would have been like, this is cool. But I was pretty scared. I was like, there's a lot of lightning. And this is also like they cut down all the trees around it, so there's no tall limbs to catch the lightning with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk a little faster. But that's been my experience with Pokemon Go. Is trying to get
Your death.
Yeah, my death is serious injury.
There's the review.
Let's hope not.
I played a little bit of Road to Valhalla.
Okay.
It's I guess like it's essentially a puzzle game. Did you ever have like those wood mazes, and you put a metal marble in them and you had to tilt them to get so it's essentially that, but you control the marble rather than the tilting.
Okay.
So you control a marble through this like puzzle, this maze, and along the way there might be lasers, and you can't touch the lasers because you'll get incinerated. There's switches to turn the lasers on and off, and you have to collect 100 of these little bits, and along the way you get checkpoints. And it's really simple at first, but then it's I've only played a few levels, but at one of the end of the levels there is a series of switches to shut off different layered lasers. And the trick was to shut off one side, collect all the bits, hit a checkpoint, go back, flip both switches, kill yourself, spawn at that checkpoint that was farther in, get the last bits, and get out.
Wow.
That was like the second or third level. So it seems like a really neat little puzzle game, but I haven't played much of it.
Okay.
That's been about it.
What else?
That's been about it.
That's about it?
Yeah, Clash Royale some more. I'm thinking about deleting it.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Yeah, that game's like it's just not fun anymore. It's
Been seeing a lot of like other people in the industry deleting Clash Royale and Clash of Clans and all that shit.
Yeah, it's a really good idea for a game, but all the sort of competitive nature of it makes it. It's the same thing with Pokemon Go. When people start talking about like, hey, you can like power level. It's like I've stopped listening as soon as you said power level. Like
I'm turning around and walking away from you.
Yeah,
you need to stop.
I had someone suggest like, all right, this is what you do: catch like 12 Pidgeys, and then it's like, dude, first of all, I can't help but catch 12 Pidgeys because that's all that's around me.
Yeah.
Second of all, I don't give a shit about my level. I just want to catch them all, like,
Yeah.
or whatever they're letting me. Like, I don't. So it's the same.
Like, it's nice to level up, but I'd rather just do it as I go. You know, like I don't want to force it.
Yeah,
Like that game, I don't go out of my way to play that game more or less, but I do so much walking around Austin in general that it would be kind of remiss of me if I didn't just like crack out my phone whenever I'm walking, between two places and try to catch something.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
a
don't.
fun distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what it's made for. It's not made for you to be like, I'm going to plan my day around Pokemon Go. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like, hey, you're out. Look, there's a Pikachu.
I mean, if somebody used it to like explore their town or go on an adventure,
Yeah, sure.
I think that's fine. I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't like.
Exactly.
I don't like the idea of like, oh, if you're not playing it this way, you're not playing it the correct way. It's like
These are the same people that are probably freaking out about EV and IV training and shit like that. You know,
I saw an IV guide for Pokemon Go.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh. How to get the best IVs.
Are you fucking with me right
No. No, I saw it on my timeline yesterday.
Oh. Oh.
Me too.
you've hurt
too.
you
Oh my
have physically
God.
hurt John.
Yeah.
A knife manifested inside of his back.
Yeah, I'm bleeding out right now, Rose. How could you do this to me? Oh shit.
It's okay, John. I'll get you some Pikachu Band-Aids.
Thank you. That will cure me.
They'd be Chansey Band-Aids. What the fuck, dude?
Oh, true.
The
true.
fuck?
Actually, nowadays they'd be Audino.
I will find you and hunt you down.
Yeah, you and everybody else.
Yeah, but that's been about it. Like, John, you know this too well. I organized all my Pokemon cards again because the itch. I guess that
Yeah,
also.
you went out and bought some more.
Yeah, I went out and bought some more, and then also I forgot to mention I've been playing some Pokemon Fire Red, because the Pokemon itch is back. It's been gone a while, so.
Let's scratch that itch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's gonna be active when this podcast is out, but they put all those virtual console ports on sale.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
I think it's like $6 now. Seems like a pretty okay price to pay for one of those games.
That's on
I-
that's on Wii U and 3DS, or just 3DS?
That's just 3DS. Sorry.
There's no save states either. I was bummed by that.
Oh, you're kidding me.
That's really bad.
I would have at least liked like a throttle, because I remember like with the N64 games, Stadium and stuff, you could plug it in and you could use like Dodrio Tower and everything would be faster. It's great.
Yeah, that would definitely help. Like
What's wrong with
playing
Nintendo?
RPGs on emulators.
What's wrong with Nintendo?
Lots of stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, that's been about it. Like it was nice to, I don't know. Pokemon to me is like directly linked to 1998.
Sure, yeah.
Like there's, some people. I mean, it's nostalgia for sure, but there's something about like that initial release that is firmly like programmed inside of my brain.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's really weird. But
Yeah, it's good.
yeah, that's been about it.
Okay. So Rose,
Yeah,
let's catch up with you real quick. How's it going?
it's all right. You know,
Glad to hear it. What have you been up to?
let's see. Played more Bloodborne.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
I've been playing that for 3 months, and I don't want it to end, so I'm making it go as slow as possible.
Yeah, I don't
I hear
blame you.
that.
Sorry, we hate those games on this podcast. Remember?
Yeah, apparently.
And that game's really cool. I'm getting into
Yeah.
more of the Eldritch stuff, and walls made of like people screaming and stuff like that is really good.
Yeah.
Relatable.
It's John's wallpaper.
Yeah.
Other than that, the Yokai Watch event in Final Fantasy XIV started, which means like everyone is roving the countryside in that game, like going to every fate, which are like these short time like active events basically you get to do, and just completely destroying them way too fast because everyone wants to get these weapons that look amazing.
You maybe explain for those of us who don't know Final Fantasy XIV very well what this event is exactly, because I keep seeing screen caps of this, and it looks really dumb.
Yeah, so basically, they do seasonal events. It's an MMO. And
Sure.
this one is, you just go up to this dude, and he's like, oh, this guy has, in the pet battling minigame, like, oh, this guy had really good pets. It was messed up. He called him yokai or something? I don't know. And you go to, like, the Gold Saucer, the big gambling place, and there's a dude there who is literally a self-insert of the president of Level 5, who says, like, hey, I've got these yokai if you want them, but you gotta go do fates, like, 1,000,000 times, and buy them with special tokens. And then you can get, like, little pets or whatever of all the yokai, which is really good, and they're all animated, like, perfectly.
Sounds good.
It's really out of place, and they made, like, weapons that are great, like this fucking, like, fists that are the little bunny yokai, Usapion. They're just his face, and they're massive, and they're on, like, they have two little flames on the end of it, and they just look ridiculous, and it's so good, and everyone's using all of them, and it's so good. And if you get all the minions, you get this terrible little, like, go-kart mount that's the little ghost from Yokai Watch, and it flies around, and it's horrible, and it's just so out of place, and I love it. It's a good event.
Cool.
That does sound like a good event.
Other than that, let's see. I had a lobster roll today.
Ooh,
that was really
Sounds
good.
really good.
It was
That
so
sounds
good.
awesome.
It was so good.
Yeah, I had some udon a couple days ago because I got that itch because I guess I like udon now.
Uh-huh.
I had it on my birthday, and then I went out and got some more a little while ago, and the second time was not the charm. It was not as good. It was nowhere near as good. I was very upset.
That's when they get you. It's like,
I guess so. I was betrayed by the noodles.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
it'll be okay, you know? Like, maybe the third time's the charm, you know? Like,
Oh yeah.
you just got the fifth time.
Yeah, probably because next time I get udon, it'll probably be at that same place that I went to before, because that was super good. So, we'll see. Anyway, Rose, is there anything else that you want to share with us?
I feel like they did the final Splatfest. I did that. That was my first Splatfest.
Nice.
Yeah, and Splatoon, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
I'm just making sure people know.
What else did you think it was in, John?
I'm making sure the listeners know.
All right.
You know, like
Splatoon.
It was in Danganronpa.
Splatfest, and it's like one of those things like Splatman. It's like a porn parody. So,
All of
Oh.
all of you two clowns can each suck one of my balls.
oh wow.
Now that's a Splatfest.
That's the next Splatfest, yeah.
There you go.
Jeez.
Shut the fuck
Boom.
up. Okay. Rose, I apologize.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Please continue.
I had never done a Splatfest because they last, like, one day,
Yeah.
which is, especially for the last one, way too short.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, like Overwatch, for example, does, like, the tavern brawls or whatever they're called. I think that's
Yeah.
Hearthstone. I don't know.
The weekly brawls.
Yeah. They, like, and that's, like, lasts a whole week and you get to do a unique thing. This is, like,
Yeah.
literally one day from, like, 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. And it's, and I caught it on the tail end in the final hour. It was, like, it was fun. Splatoon's fun, It's a good game.
Yeah.
Sure is. I do hope that is ported to NX or there's a sequel or something.
Splatoon.
Oh, fuck off.
Shit.
Yeah.
Crack the code. Crack the code.
Yeah.
It'd be good. Splatoon's a good game, and there are some issues with that game that are just Nintendo never making a shooter before, and
Sure.
eventually they'll, I think they'll fix it. Like, that dev team's been really, like, active in the community. Like, they made all those loadouts, like, in the spring, I think,
Yeah.
and just added them to the game, so I'm sad that this is over, and my first Splatfest was my last one, but it'll be cool, eventually, someday, I hope.
Yeah, they're still supporting that game in ways. Like, they were like, oh yeah, no, even after the Splatfest, you can still earn, like, the Splatfest currency for just playing it more.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they don't make a sequel of some sort. Like, that's got to be the reason why they're moving on from this, just because they're focusing dev time on
Well, I know
another
it's
game.
Yeah, I know it's
Yeah.
the Animal Crossing team as well. So they
Okay.
could just be making Animal Crossing.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope so.
That's about it for me.
Okay. Well, as for moi, I just went completely in on The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine,
Hell yeah.
and I finished it.
Cool.
So that means that I'm finished with The Witcher 3.
Oh man, John.
Like, completely. I feel so empty now. Like,
You're free.
it's been...
You're free.
Yeah, I am.
You
It's-
are
it's
now
been
the Witcher. Now someone is
guess I am.
controlling your life.
Oh no, oh no, why am I slapping myself? But no, I
Do
don't
you think
know.
somewhere out there in some parallel universe there's a gaming website that just uses pictures of John in the bathtub for all their articles?
I was gonna say.
Yes, it is called Our Website in 1 week.
Oh,
John, I need you to do me a favor and take a photo of you with the giant bong in the bathtub.
Yeah, the bong in the bathtub. Maybe. But no, yeah, it's, it was excellent. It was a really, really great DLC. Like, it's, like, I think that their DLC is slightly better than the main game.
Really?
Like, the writing is better, and they also... It's super obvious that they sold so many copies of The Witcher 3 that they just had fuck-off money, and they could do a bunch of crazy shit. Like, just seeing the way that the characters emote in the DLC is, like, 5 times better than any ways that any of the characters emote in the original game.
Sure.
It's just such a cut above. Like, I was saying that... I mean, just the writing for Hearts of Stone... It's just the first DLC. The writing for that is probably better than any of the writing in the main game, save for like the Baron. And then even then it's close.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And then the Blood and Wine stuff is just as good. Like it's all fantastic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they add so many neat things too. Like in Blood and Wine, they make it so you can like add new mutagens to yourself and expand your you get to expand your like character tree.
Uh-huh.
So you're not just sitting on a bunch of ability points anymore. Like
I gotcha.
you're actually able to upgrade yourself further. It's really cool.
Neat.
But yeah, no, I you know me and how much I love The Witcher, but yeah, that was definitely worth the money, and I don't have anything in my life anymore.
fall's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Madden's coming out real soon, man.
Yeah.
hell
go
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's almost time. No, I mean, really, right now,
football?
right now, I'm gonna try to catch up on some stuff from earlier in the year. Like, I still need to finish Fury.
Yeah.
I mean, they're putting out Yakuza 5 as a PS Plus game, so I was gonna dip my toes into 4. And also, I mean, I probably won't do it anytime soon because I'm kind of broke, but maybe in a couple weeks I was planning on picking up Kirby Planet Robobot, just because I don't think anyone else here is going to play that game, but I hear so many positive things about it. I feel like I need to do that. I need to play that game. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it right now. Like seriously, like I was just completely engrossed in that DLC, so...
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Absolutely, yeah. But now it's done. The Witcher is done, everybody. The season has passed. You're not gonna hear me talk about that stuff for quite a while,
Thank God.
hopefully. Yeah.
Until
it's
Gwent
done.
comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're all gonna be talking about Gwent.
Damn
Come on.
right.
Exactly. Like, don't kid yourself. We're all gonna be into that shit.
I got an email last week about Gwent. They said, like, hey, we're getting ready.
Yeah.
Hey, you like Gwent?
Good.
What's up with some Gwent?
Gwent.
You come over, play a little Gwent, and chill.
Gwent and chill. All right, so let's move on to news. Ryan, how about you start us off?
Sure. Okay, so as you can tell from my hefty bag of dice on my desk over here, or maybe you can't tell since you can't actually see me right now. I am an avid enthusiast of the game known as Dungeons and Dragons.
Never heard of it.
D&D.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, D&D. It does not stand for dogs and dugouts. Which is the Dogs and Dugouts is the popular furry baseball RPG, but I play Dungeons and Dragons. But anyway, for those of you who've played Dungeons and Dragons or play any sort of, I guess, RPG online, any sort of tabletop anything, you may have used this little website called Roll20. It's this really useful site where you can lay out like a grid and draw your map on it. You can roll virtual dice that's built into the chat room. You can speak in character and do all sorts of other cool things. It's really just a useful resource for anybody who's playing Dungeons and Dragons or an RPG online, or even if you're not playing it online and you just want it to for whatever reason you want it. The point is, there's this great thing called Roll20, and now Roll20 is adding in some official Dungeons and Dragons content. And they're starting off with a beginner's adventure called Lost Mine of Fandelver, if you want to delve into that fan, I suppose. Phantom of the Delver. No, but anyway, it's this starting adventure called Lost Mine of Fandelver. It's going to be available for $20, and I think it's actually available right now as we speak. But another one is coming up called Storm King's Thunder. That'll be out in September, so that's kind of cool. Roll20, which is already this fantastic service for players, is really integrating themselves with the official content, and that's kind of cool. I think it's like I don't quite know what the word I'm looking for here is, but I think it's really neat that this thing that's already so widely used, at least among I and my friends group, is getting these adventures to start you off. It's like when you go to a game store and you buy the little red starters box for D&D that comes with the manual and some basic entry level adventures and that kind of thing. I don't know if this $20 will come with a manual. I don't know if you'll get PDFs of the 5th edition manual or something like that. I mostly play 3.5 with my friends anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's kind of cool if you're trying to get into RPGs, if you never have, if you've kind of dipped your toes, I suppose. There's a pretty big audience for this, I would assume. I can see people who have both played Dungeons and Dragons before and people who have never gotten into it using this kind of stuff, especially if they keep adding more and more content. So I think it'll be interesting to see if they add more stuff for maybe different RPGs, if they add more Dungeons and Dragons content. But yeah, that's what's happening with Roll20. I really should have cleaned my mouth out before this podcast, because I'm all sorts of phlegmy here. But
that's what happens when you drink before the podcast. Stumbling over your words.
I did not drink before the podcast this week.
Yeah,
Listen, the point is, Roll20, it's getting official Dungeons and Dragons content. That's good shit. It's a fun game.
Yes.
It's a great app. Check it out if you like role-playing games. It's really useful. That's my 2 cents on Roll20.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Michael.
Hi.
Michael.
Yes.
What's going on in your neck of the woods on the news?
All right. Well, there's this new game called Pokemon Go. I've been playing that a lot.
Yeah.
And then there's this game called Clash Royale. Might uninstall that.
I
and
meant
then
the
there's
news. Please.
Oh, all right.
Michael.
Hi.
The news.
That Adam Boyes guy.
Yes.
He left a job, right? Remember that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he was working at Sony, right?
PlayStation.
PlayStation specifically.
Mm-hmm. But it's a station where you can play.
Of course.
And he
Created by Sony.
He left it.
Yeah, he left.
He
Because
Where? Where did he
He
leave
had
it?
one of those. He had one of those cushy office jobs, right?
I'm not gonna call it cushy
Okay.
because I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it was a metal chair, wasn't cushioned.
I can see that.
He left, right? Okay, now he's somewhere else.
Where is he?
Chicago.
Ooh, what's in
Uh-oh.
Chicago?
There's
Windy
only
City.
there's only one thing that could be in Chicago.
There are actually quite a few developers in Chicago,
RoboCop.
I'm sure.
No,
There
RoboCop was Detroit.
Come on.
Listen,
Come on.
listen.
Come on.
I'm gonna say it again. There's only one thing that it could be if you're bringing up Chicago.
Family Matters?
No.
That was set in
You mean
Chicago.
Chicago, like the musical.
Mhm.
Like he had it coming, he had it coming. He
You know-
only had himself to
All right. Adam Boyes is the new starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Congratulations, Adam Boys.
Yeah.
Hooray! But no, really, Michael.
He's
what's
replacing
he doing?
he's replacing Dave Lang as CEO over at Iron Galaxy.
Neat.
Wild.
Yeah. Iron Galaxy, for those who maybe don't know, was founded and CEO'd by a monster of a man named Dave Lang. And now Adam is kind of taking over, and Dave is sort of not stepping down. He just has a different position. He will still be called the founder, and will oversee prototypes and business stuff. And then someone else, I forget the woman's name. She is joining as founder, and is essentially like kind of overseeing development, I think. And then Boys is just overseeing everything as CEO. So
Cool.
yeah, and that company does. Everyone associates it with like the bad Arkham City port and stuff,
Yeah.
but
But they've done some good stuff.
they do.
Fantastic.
They have a lot of fingers and a lot of pies.
Ooh.
They're famous for their competitive stuff mostly. Like they did those really, really good ports of all those classic Capcom fighting games, like Third Strike and the Darkstalker stuff.
They're a porting house. Like they do plenty of their own stuff, and they started.
They've done publishing too.
Yeah, they started to get more and more into publishing. Video Ball was them.
Video Ball, yeah.
There's that one game we played.
They picked up Killer Instinct.
Well, they were
season 2
given
forward.
they were given Killer Instinct
Yeah.
to develop, and they've done
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
did they do season 3, or are they thinking about doing season 3?
They did seasons 2 and 3.
Right.
I think season 3 just wrapped up.
A couple months ago, yes.
No, it was like a week ago.
Are you sure?
They just put out a character like a week ago.
Okay, but they do all kinds of stuff. They have a lot of revenue streams. They have diversified their assets.
Yes.
Business term.
Oh yeah. Diversify my assets.
So it's nice to see that he went somewhere. Iron Galaxy was well run, but I think Dave Lang has kind of hinted at before in some interviews that they've gotten bigger, and Attaboys and the 3 people who now run that company are heavy hitters. So what I'm saying is they're recreating Chicago Midway Chicago, and
God.
yeah, it'll be great. Good old Midway games again. NFL Blitz,
No.
NBA Jam. Let's get to it.
I mean, I'd be down.
Let's get
but,
to
you
it.
know.
Mortal Kombat with a C.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Ugh. Mortal Kombat, the movie game.
Oh boy.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, imagine if they were all real people.
Street Fighter the movie too.
Oh,
What if they
please.
made old school Mortal Kombat but used sprites like they did in Street Fighter?
That would be wild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'd feel about that. Especially
Child.
because I'm gonna be real with you. Mortal Kombat hasn't actually been good, except for like 3 was when it got like actually good.
Yeah.
1 and 2 were bad.
A new Spy Hunter.
No,
Cruisin' USA.
I'm down with more cruising. All right. Are you just on Midway's Wikipedia page right now?
I was. I'm done. That's it. Adam Boys went to Iron Galaxy. That seems like a good fit, and those guys are friends, so.
Yeah. Okay. Rose,
Yeah. Hey.
there
Again.
was an event.
Yeah,
Oh.
the Crush 40
Would you like-
concert.
Boy, was there.
Now, yeah, please, Rose, regale us with all the information about that event.
All right.
Occurrence.
So the main
disturbance.
Yeah, the disturbance in the force.
So like they called it like a 25th anniversary party, but for me it was basically just like, all right, some dudes talking, and then Crush 40 played for like an hour and a half, and it was
really good.
Oh, they had a shadow guitar.
That's really neat.
They were like, time to play shadow songs.
Yeah, that was really funny. Like people were thinking that the show was over because they started walking off stage, but then the dude just came back on stage with a shadow guitar. It was like, oh fuck.
It was so good. When they sang Live and Learn, and he says, like, now you're face down on the floor in the song, he got face down on the floor.
That's some dedication right there.
Living the lyrics.
Right. But video games.
Yep.
They announced a whole bunch of stuff. They announced, like, Hello Kitty Sonics, like, I don't know.
That's not a game.
That's not a game. They announced
It will
Sonic... Hey. Don't get my hopes up. They announced Sonic Mania, which is... It's like 2D classic Sonic, but now. Not like Sonic 4. Don't think about Sonic 4.
Yeah, it's nothing like Sonic 4. It's just another 2D Sonic. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
It's like Sonic 3.
Now, Rose, explain to the good people at home why people are actually optimistic about this game.
Because it's a Sonic game, and they've all been fooled.
That's true, because it happens every
they've been
time.
Led astray.
But the reason people are optimistic about this one is the development team for it. So this isn't being helmed by Sonic Team. It's actually being handled by other studios, Headcanon and Christian Whitehead primarily, who Christian Whitehead is known by many as the Tax Man, I believe. And what he did is
What?
he developed...
Is he a wrestler? Is his name IRS?
You don't know about the Sonic fan community, you know.
Tax
It's basically
man.
wrestling.
Educate yourself on SonicRetro.com.
Sonic is the tax upon all of our souls. Is that what Taxman stands for?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
Boy.
I mean, it's just called Sonic Mania for a reason. But
I'm gonna catch it.
yeah, basically that dude made the ports for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic CD, like I think the early 2010s. And
Yeah, for mobile and Steam.
yeah, and those ports were really good because he basically like tweaked the hell out of that engine. He made it like everything run better. The FPS drops were gone. Like, it was great. So
Yeah,
to see
I
him,
actually watched a video about that guy and also the dude who basically is Headcanon Studios. The Headcanon Studios guy, I don't know if you know of other Sonic game makers, but he's Stealth.
oh,
Yeah, so they're basically the two like most prolific Sonic fan game and Sonic hack makers out there, and like they make actually good Sonic games basically. Like
yeah.
yeah,
Someone
so
has
it's-
to.
Yeah, but like I've watched footage of Sonic Mania and it actually looks really good. Like not just for a Sonic game, but just in general. Like that game looks killer.
Yeah, I was kind of interested, honestly.
I'm hoping that it doesn't end up being like what all 2D Sonics after like Sonic 3 end up being, where it's like, look, like it'll look like you're gonna go fast for a bit, but then here's like this really slow precision platforming you gotta do and like stuff like that.
Big
but
the Cat is there, yay! And he's inside
they
of this
confirmed.
other Sonic character, and it's a nightmare.
They confirmed there that they don't like Big the Cat.
Yeah, I remember some dude in the crowd just went, "Where's Big the Cat?" And they were like, "Not here."
He's in this other game we're about to announce.
Yeah, Pro Fishing.
God, oh
But no,
man,
they-
oh that would be better.
What? No, all right. So the other game they announced
Yeah, the other
is
game,
great
please.
because it looks like it's just Sonic Generations 2. Which-
Sonic fans?
Sonic Generations.
These Sonic fans are just so
No,
delusional.
listen to
and
me.
the fucking wool constantly being pulled over your eyes.
Sonic Generations. Listen. I thought it was going to be bad, and then I played Sonic Generations, and it was great. It was good. Final boss sucks, but hey, it was a really good blend of like, hey, let's streamline the hell out of all of this like garbage we make everyone do in all the Sonic games and make it really fast, because Sonic's thing is he's fast. That game had a really weird trailer.
Yes, it
where
did. Join the resistance.
It was just called
Project 2017 Sonic.
Yeah, Project Sonic 2017, and I think they did confirm that they kept saying that it is a new project, though. They said it's not a sequel, it's not Sonic Generations 2, it's a new thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but yeah, like
it's made by the team. Like they said right at the beginning, Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, because they know those are the two people like.
Almost like they want you to think of that, so that you don't think of all the other shitty Sonics, because there are so many, so that you think this is going to be a good one, and then Big the Cat comes out, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
The Resistance is Sonic fans.
Oh,
damn.
God.
Yeah. They need to be fucking destroyed.
There was one other little interesting thing in the trailer, though, Rose, about the consoles that it's come out on.
NX, and not like a fancy logo, because no one knows what that is. Just straight up an uppercase N and X right next to your Xbox One.
In like Wii U font. So really, like, I don't know, just use that font.
So there's your. That's also interesting because this is the first Sonic game since Generations, I guess, that is not on a Nintendo console only. Like Lost World, Sonic Boom, what was the Colors? Like all three of those were only on Nintendo consoles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nintendo signed some sort of like exclusive deal with Sega for 3 Sonic games. It was a Boom.
It was a
Lost
Boom,
World,
alright.
And
Fire and Ice.
It was the original Sonic Boom. It was Lost World, and it was Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. So that tells you everything you need to know about that.
Great deal.
Mm-hmm. Good work, Nintendo.
That just feels spiteful on Sega's part. Like they were like, we didn't forget the 90s.
We're just gonna hand you these 3 turds and walk away. See you later.
Were they in a diaper?
Oh, can we not?
Nice callback. Yeah,
Thanks.
keep going.
Thanks.
Like an hour in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. So our last bit of news here. I'll run through this. Speaking of the NX.
You have one. You have one? Do you have one right now? What's it look like? Is it pink? Is it pink? Is it purple?
wish.
Oh, man. How cool would it be if the NX was just purple?
I'd be down.
Yeah.
I wish they'd bring back that like translucent stuff like they did with the N64. Because I had a translucent orange in 64.
I had a translucent Game Boy Color. That thing was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. But no. Sources have told Eurogamer that the NX will be a portable console.
Hybrid.
Ooh.
Well, let me explain. The NX will be mainly a portable that you can plug into a home device and have it project to your TV screen.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, if you want to be picky, it's more portable than a home console, but you can very easily play it like a home console.
Yeah.
Sure.
It will be, again, according to Eurogamer, it will be running on NVIDIA's Tegra X1 mobile processor.
Mm-hmm.
And so according to this, it's going to be about the same as the current Xbox One. Not the Scorpio, like the current Xbox One. That'll be what it's playing on.
hard to compare processors like that.
Yeah, but that's what Digital Foundry has been saying. They also got this information and like crunched the numbers and figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Eurogamer's also saying that it's not going to be a disc-based console. It's going to be all cartridges.
That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That went great for the N64.
Yeah, it did. I mean, honestly, from what I've heard, that flash carts can actually hold more than discs can these days.
Yeah, because didn't they also say it would only have a 32 gigabyte storage capacity?
Yeah, so if there is actually a way to, like have all your save games just save on the cartridge, that would probably help out with capacity.
It would also, like, the cartridges, and if each cartridge had its own save data, that means you need a smaller hard drive for the console, and without a disk drive, that's even cheaper, and there's less power needed. There's less. You don't need to make the console as big. Like, a lot of caveats that go along with just switching back to cartridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not 100% sure how it's going to play something like Zelda, because that game seems huge and, like, super high tech and all that.
I don't know.
But
I'm sure cartridge technology has advanced since the days of the N64.
Well,
so-
absolutely.
Yeah, it's
but
just flash. It's just flash memory. So it should load faster, and like you should just be able to switch something on and start playing it without having to boot to anything else or boot to a loading screen.
Yeah.
I was more looking at like the 3DS. Like, geez, Nintendo's handheld technology is advanced a whole lot if they're going to be able to play something like on par or even better than what the Wii U can run on a handheld. Like, that's impressive.
I mean, we're not talking about, like, when you start saying handhelds, like, we should stop thinking of handhelds as like Game Boys and 3DSs, and we should start thinking about them as like mobile games and cell phones.
Sure.
Because that's what it is. Like, that's what we're talking about. And a really powerful cell phone or even like mobile processors can easily compete with like some consoles and PCs, depending on if the games are made for it and how the hardware is set up and stuff. So if this kind of marries with some of the other stuff that we've heard in the past, which are even more rumors, like this seems pretty confirmed, because multiple sources have said, "Oh, we've had second parties tell us this before." Like Kotaku, I think, said that, and someone else, like Polygon, said, "Yeah, we've heard this." If the little kind of stick thing, the Nintendo stick that like a Chromecast would stick in the back of your TV, if that is a part of this, then I could easily see this all being one big package of $300, maybe even less. Buy this thing. When you're home, you can just cast it to your TV. When you're not home, you just pick this thing up and go. I just wondered, like, the size. There's just so many questions. There's the size. There's battery life. How do you charge it? I don't want to plug this thing in. I already have to remember to plug my phone in, and I barely remember to do that.
Yeah, I'm scared shitless thinking about all the fucking like little doodads I'm gonna have to hook up.
Yeah.
Like, I already barely have enough room for my PS4, Wii U, all that shit.
Well, Wii U's dead. You might as well put that thing in a box. At this.
I'm not ready yet.
In like 6 months after this thing comes out, it'll be in a box.
I'm not ready yet.
And then there's even like mobile. Like right now, my Xbox almost every day downloads an update because I'm on preview program. But even if I wasn't, it's still updating. Like, it's still pulling down updates for certain apps. So, Can the NX do that? Can my cartridge update? Update the game.
Well,
like current the way games are right now, like games update as soon as they get into your hands, like as soon as they launch. So, how do you do that if I'm mobile all the time?
I mean, maybe it'll just be something for when you hook it back up at home, because the Wall Street Journal, actually, a little while ago, I don't know if any of you all even heard this, but the Wall Street Journal claims that all of Nintendo's smartphone games are going to be playable on the NX.
Yeah, I think Rose, you shared that link or something. Or someone did in our Slack. That would make sense. Like, if it's running on mobile hardware, like, put it on there.
Yeah, I mean, like, why not? They have the rights to it. They can just throw that on there.
But
like,
then there's also the problem of, like, online play. How do I play online if I'm mobile? There's the problem of digital. Like, games are increasingly more and more digital. Like, EA and other third-party publishers are starting to come out and say, like, hey, half of our sales are often digital, depending on the game. So, like, Nintendo cannot ignore that. And if they do, that's you cannot sell something mobile
big mistake.
That can't connect to the internet.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
That is...
With how, like, the Wii U is, like, they really need to, like... I'm hoping they, restructured everything for their internet things, because, like, the stories of, like, people going, like, my Wii U died, and the customer support said, that was it. Like...
Yeah. And then there's, they've been restructuring like Club Nintendo and stuff, and that was seemingly going to be hopeful. But if it would be great to have the same login I used for Miitomo. I can just log into my NX Day One, and it just has all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I just don't know if I trust Nintendo to do weird stuff like this really well. Like they did the Wii U really well with a handful of games, but do I want to go spend X amount of money to have a handful of games in 4 years only to see them give me another console?
We'll see how it goes. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah. It seems like a neat idea. I just have so many questions about it.
Well, Eurogamer says that they're going to show it off in September, which seems to line up with Tokyo Game Show.
Let's go.
So we're going to see.
Let's go.
Oh, I wish. I would love to go to Tokyo Game Show. Holy shit.
All right, everyone, we're going.
All right.
Finally, yeah.
Let's do
We
it.
will not attend a single day because we will be too busy hunting down rare Pokemon cards.
Yep.
Get me that
I mean,
shiny Charizard.
I'll go one day so I can go meet Arino, but that's it. I won't play any other games. I just want to go to the Game Center CX booth, buy a shirt, and leave.
Sure, okay.
But yeah, that does it for news. Oh my god, I'm so excited for the NX. It might suck, but I don't care. I would just want it to happen already, so I don't have to hear anybody talking about fucking specs anymore.
I heard the NX will fly.
Oh, wow.
I heard
Michael,
my
please.
uncle works for Nintendo. He said the NX is two Xbox Ones taped together.
Finally.
It's
Michael,
called an
please.
Xbox 360 because you look at it and walk
and-
360 degrees away.
It's called the N Xbox.
It's called
Michael,
my
what-
ass.
Nintendo's
Questions.
Xbox.
Yep. Michael, would you like to read the question?
You can send questions in to podcast@videogamechuchu.com, or you can go to videogamechuchu.tumblr.com/ask. And your questions will sound like questions like these questions will question us. The first inquiry
Question.
comes from Anonymous and simply asks, how many of you juggalos went to the gathering this weekend? The gathering was,
Sorry,
I think, like July 20th and 23rd or something.
Yeah, sorry, I missed it. I was too busy attending DiaperCon, so I had to sit that one out.
Magic the Gathering.
Which one of those two do you think smells worse?
The Juggalo.
Juggalo.
Juggalo Gathering,
Wow,
yeah.
all right then.
Unanimous decision.
Anonymous asks,
Listen.
"Oh, you want to like take down juggalos or something?"
No,
Wanna
I was just gonna
elaborate?
say the thing about like the diaper kink. It's not necessarily about like shitting in the diaper in public. It's just about like feeling that comforting sense of security wrapped around your loins. So
You're telling me you're wearing a diaper. You're going
I'm
no,
wearing-
hold on. It's a hypothetical. Listen, Jesus.
Okay.
Calm down.
All right,
Calm down. You're drunk and angry apparently.
I'm not
You
drunk.
can't even
Please.
speak straight.
Don't slander me like this in my own house, in which I am recording and then uploading the audio file later.
You imagine you are wearing an adult diaper.
Yeah.
No one knows. Except for that
Yes.
subtle crinkle that everyone hears.
Yeah, maybe it's the bag of Lay's you keep in your back.
Yeah,
pocket
totally.
sometimes,
Who
I don't
knows?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Could be anything.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're struck with the urge to go.
Sure.
And I won't say which. It could be either or, your choice. One or two.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Pokemon.
Thank you.
You are far away from a turlet.
Sure.
But the freedom of a diaper is wrapped around your loins, as you put it.
Okay. All right. Well, see. The thing is here is that it's not about the freedom. It's about
The convenience.
no, it's about the sexual thrill you get from wearing a diaper.
All right, I'm
And
done. Thanks
I
for
would
the question.
assume-
Thanks
I
for
would
answering your
assume-
question. Nope. Anonymous asks. That's all I wanted to know. Anonymous asks. I asked this before, and I'll ask it again. Who is the realest mofo in the Chooch game right now, yo?
Oh, I don't know about that question.
I think we're all pretty real in our own ways.
Yeah.
I think we all help each other out. We're all going for it together.
I'm pretty fake.
The
I'm
quote Chooch game.
I'm made out of plastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ryan just went on about diapers. I mean, that was pretty real.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
a little too
Yeah.
real.
It was real gross. If that's what
It was. You're right. It was really gross. It was
I guess
really
it's Ryan,
gross. Yeah, Ryan.
That's how you know it's me.
Not based on work, just based on the grossest things said during the previous podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anonymous asks, any tabletop games you think deserve video game adaptations?
Well, we just talked about D&D for a while, but that's old news.
I feel like a lot of tabletop and board games have gotten, like, the popular
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that. What's the name of the train board game?
The what?
The train board game? You've never played that game? Hold on, I'm looking it up.
The train board
Mm-hmm.
game? Excuse
Ticket to
me?
Ride.
I've never heard
You've-
of this.
Yeah, what?
I've heard of Ticket.
Yeah.
To Ride. I don't know what it is. But
Is this like
I've
a
heard of it.
Florida thing?
No, it's a incredibly popular board game.
No.
Yes.
No.
I've definitely
Yeah.
heard of that.
Okay, so
No.
if Ticket to Ride it came on the wave of like Carcassonne, and like it was one of those early like board games are cool again kind of thing.
Sure.
Settlers of Catan.
Yeah, Settlers of Catan.
Okay, yes,
it's-
I've played that.
Yeah, so it's originally European, but the version that's out here is the United States, and I think they released a European expansion here.
Sure.
All it is it's a map with a bunch of train routes, and you have to collect cards with certain colored trains, and once you have a certain amount, you can play it and connect your routes. And you have a handful of secret routes that when you connect, score you points, and at the very end of the game, whoever has connected the most of their routes wins.
Sure.
So that
Okay, yeah, that sounds kind of cool.
yeah, so they have that in video game, just like they have Carcassonne and other stuff.
Yeah. Here's my question:
mm-hmm.
When is Mystery Date getting a video game adaptation?
It is. It's called Tinder. It's called internet dating. I do wish they had like essentially Roll20, but just an entire game of here is your tabletop kind of converted. There are like games similar to that, but like I think Pens and Papers or something like that is very similar to that.
Sure.
I wish they had more of that.
All right.
I wish they had more tabletop games, not just D&D.
They have that tabletop simulator, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
I
that's
think
any
so,
good,
yeah.
but
I've heard people like that. I've never played it. It's on my wish list. Hint, hint.
Unfortunately, outside of like D&D, I'm not super familiar with like pen and paper kind of tabletop games. There are a lot of games I'd like to see come from the video game realm into the tabletop realm, though. And by tabletop, I don't mean like Monopoly. I mean like pen and paper
Yeah.
RPG.
Did you see the Doom board game thing that they just kind of released some stuff about?
I did not.
You should
My,
look that
my
up.
Roommate, yeah, I will. My roommate has the BioShock Infinite board game.
Ooh, nice.
And we played that once because much like Risk, it takes forever to set
Hmm.
up, and I mean it was kind of fun.
I have somewhere the Civ 5 board game.
That's a thing.
That's a thing, and if you want to talk about things that take forever to set up.
Yeah, I can imagine. Holy fuck.
Also, if you want to talk about a board game no one ever wants to play.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like Monopoly and Civ 5 are like right next to it. It's like that and like on a lower branch is Risk.
Sure. Yeah.
Jeez.
Anonymous asks, who would you cast opposite Danny DeVito in the Detective Pikachu movie?
As who?
I guess the boy.
Yeah, I think we're assuming Danny DeVito is Pikachu.
Yeah, but who? What parts are we casting?
Yeah, I think specifically opposite of Danny DeVito, so it would be that kid that's like with Detective Pikachu in the game.
I don't know.
Rose, any suggestions?
it's a Matilda reunion. They have the girl who played Matilda.
I
That'd
love
be
it.
good.
Ooh,
I love it.
They act like she is still Matilda, but Danny DeVito is just voicing Pikachu, and it's not like that's her dad. It's Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Like at the end of the movie, she just kind of looks at him and she's like, "You know, you sound a lot like my dad." And he starts sweating, and then it just immediately cuts to credits.
Robert Downey Jr.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just want to see Robert Downey Jr. just hanging out with a Pikachu.
Sure.
That's voiced by Danny DeVito.
Oh my god. That's gonna be a good movie.
Let's have a twins reunion with Arnold
There you go.
dressed as a small child talking to Pikachu.
Man, now I just want Danny DeVito with like 2 red spots painted on his cheeks, and like I'm a Pikachu.
Yeah, that's his cosplay to the furry convention.
I don't want it. I don't want it to even be cosplay. I don't want to even be the like ever recognize that he is dressed up as anything. I either want him to. I either want them to refer him as Danny DeVito or just as Pikachu. Either or.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's good. I want Arnold to say that he's Pikachu, but then I want Arnold to just be playing Arnold. Like I want Danny DeVito as Pikachu to just walk up and be like, "Hey Arnold, let's go solve a mystery."
Have you ever seen that clip of Danny DeVito on Arnold's like holiday workout tape or whatever?
No.
Mm-mm.
I think it's like some kind of Christmas workout tape Arnold made, and there's this part where they're like in a gym and like Danny DeVito's like, "Oh yeah, I'd like to work out, Arnold, but I ate so much Christmas food. I'll take a jog later," and just like making these like stupid jokes about how out of shape he is, like self-depreciating Danny DeVito. I can't remember what that tape is called or anything, but I'd have to look it
Weird.
up. Yeah.
There's an anonymous question asked about the NX. We already kind of covered that. So,
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous asks, "What is the best Shrek video game?" There's no answer to that because there are no good ones. Anonymous asks,
There's a Shrek game called Shrek Extra Large, and that's pretty.
What
great.
is that for?
The GameCube.
"Sad people."
No. Yeah.
Anonymous asks, "Biggest personal letdown in the area of video games." Really glad that you added "in the area of video games."
yeah, because I was just gonna say me like.
Thanks.
Silent Hills.
Really?
I'm still mad.
Oh, whatever. That game wasn't even in development.
Shut
Biggest
up. I'm still
personal
angry.
letdown. Whatever.
I'm still mad.
That's a good question.
I mean, recently I would say probably Danganronpa Another Episode. That was a pretty big letdown because I was so excited for that game, and then they pulled the shit that they pulled in that game. Like, a lot of the writing in that game is pretty gross.
Yeah.
And I was real bummed that it wasn't as up to par as those first 2 games. Like, it's still a pretty okay game, but it's nowhere near as good as the other ones.
I can't really think of any. There are some. Like, rest assured, there are plenty.
Sure.
I probably Arkham City.
Yeah.
That's up there.
I liked a lot about that game, but just it was so heavily reliant on like the Riddler trophies and bonus content, and that story was just so short.
I just thought.
And Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight, I think, is way worse.
Well,
I don't
City
know.
like
Arkham Knight wasn't that bad.
Asylum was so contained and so tight, like it felt like thread wrapped around a ball incredibly tightly. And City felt like someone unspooled all the thread and threw it, and it's like, all right, Arkham City, everybody. So like all the elements are there, but it's spread much thinner. Sure. And I remember specifically that map is like a big U, because down the middle was just a wall you could only go around. It's like I'm Batman. I can't fucking fly over this wall. Like what the like it just. So many little things that they changed that didn't change the core elements of the game kind of made me realize, like, oh, these elements suck when you spread them out like this far in an open world. Sure. Gotcha. All right, this is just an open world game that has all these great things in it, but I have to fucking spend 20 minutes flying to get to it instead of 2 minutes walking through these like intricately designed and developed areas. You know,
sure, yeah.
City just, I get why people would love City and all that. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad game. Just personally,
you personally,
that's not what I expected.
Sure.
Anyone else? Any other disappointments?
I have like a huge list, but
give us the top three.
All right,
the top three.
Top three.
Yeah.
Sticker Star. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck that game. 2. Soma. I don't like Soma. I'm sorry. It's my personal opinion. I was really excited for it on Halloween because I'm a big horror junkie.
Sure.
It didn't do it for me.
Sure.
Okay.
3, Fallout 4.
Ooh. All right.
Go ahead, Ryan.
What? I do say I do have a habit of saying that Fallout 4 was not as bad as y'all said it was.
Oh, no.
When Game of the Year came out, but New Vegas is still my favorite Fallout game. Make no mistake. So
That's how I feel about it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, like, be like, oh, like, fuck Fallout 4, it's such a bad game. Like, it's totally a good game. People love
Yeah.
playing that game. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with people who enjoy it. It's just, for me, it was like...
Sure, yeah. It I mean, for a while it was really fun, but as you kind of roll down to the end game on that, the quest, I use quest in air quotes, like, just kind of start to repeat themselves and they wear thin, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, it's just time to wrap this up. So
Yeah, my issue with it was, like, looking at, like, The Witcher 3, and, like, The Witcher
Yeah.
3, like, coming off the heels of The Witcher 2, and, like, Fallout 4 coming off of Fallout New Vegas, which is, like,
Yeah.
really good. And it's
Yeah.
just sort of, like, backtracks in a lot of ways. Was really disappointing.
yeah, well, New Vegas is so good because it was developed by Obsidian.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Or even coming off of Skyrim. Like, going from Skyrim to Fallout
Honestly,
4,
yeah.
it was like, wait, remember all those innovations you put in the Skyrim? Why didn't you keep going? Like, why'd you stop?
Yeah.
Why'd you just make Fallout? Like,
It's like they have both those series on completely separate development tracks, and it's really bizarre.
yeah. Anonymous asks, how would you design an Austin Powers video game? Anonymous asks,
Yeah.
what are your overall opinions on the humor of the Borderlands franchise? I personally liked it at first, but it became insufferable after a certain point. So
I share that opinion.
Definitely.
All right. John?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like the reason why we all agree with that is probably because we played Borderlands 1 when we were way younger, and then by the time Borderlands 2 came out, we were older, had better senses of humor, and we were like, oh.
So see, and the thing is,
Speak for
like,
yourself.
I've played Borderlands 2 like 3 different times with people, and in terms of gameplay, when you have friends to play it with, it's fun. Like it's generally
Absolutely.
a good time. But once you sit through those jokes so many times, and once you come back to it after like a certain amount of time, it's like, why did I think this was so funny? Like I understand people who enjoy referential humor, like that kind of thing, like that's fine, but I personally don't like it that much at all. I think writing jokes, writing comedy, writing anything can, and not even just with humor, like anything that's like that referential in what it says without adding something or like subverting it or anything like that, just comes across as thin and just not generally that satisfying. So I don't know, like I enjoyed it the first couple times playing that game just because I was having so much fun playing it with friends of mine, but then by the time I got to like the third playthrough, I was like, this is not good. So
See, I never...
that's my 2 cents.
I never really hated like the humor. People like talk about Borderlands 2 like they bought it and it was just a picture of their parents burning alive or something. Like it was the most reprehensible thing they'd ever seen, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is just Borderlands 1. They just added more jokes and they're still not great. I never thought I thought like Claptrap was okay. I thought he was okay in both games. I thought he was a big giant punching bag that the game liked to punch, and I thought that was fine. And I never really, nothing in the game I ever came on the screen and made me think like, ooh, cringe. Like I just was like, this is video game humor. Like this is the humor. This is the best that video games can do sometimes. And like, you know, there's games like Jazz Punk that do better, but Borderlands is not like, we're gonna go humorous and we miss the mark. Like all video games that do that pretty much miss the mark. So I never understood how people were like, oh, Borderlands 2 is like, oh man, Borderlands 1 was so much better. Like, what are you talking about? No.
I think like the issue is Borderlands 1 definitely has a lot of the same humor, but I think it's just like paced further apart.
Yeah. It's
For the most
it's
part,
not
like
laid on as
it's
thick.
still taking itself seriously at some point. Like it's like not well, but it's taking itself seriously. Like
Sure.
that old city or whatever, where like all the people are dead. Like that was serious for the like entirety of it. Like there was like no jokes in there or whatever. And then like you go back and then there's jokes everywhere. Like
Yeah.
Borderlands 2 is just nonstop. Like here's Handsome Jack, here he is, and he's
Yeah.
saying jokes at you like out of nowhere.
There's no weight
Like-
to like the reality of these huge conglomerates and like the what they've done. Like there's all that's gone. But again, like I just looked at it as this is sure is a video game that focused entirely on its writing and its shooting and the guns. Like it didn't care about anything else. So I don't know. It's the same thing with like BioShock, where people like yell at BioShock Infinite. It's like, I don't know what games you thought you were playing. Like, I don't know what you expected. Like, I really expected BioShock Infinite to really examine all of these issues. Like, what the fuck? You're playing video
It's
games.
because, like, they
don't
like
know
looked
video
at
games do this well.
the whole like twist in BioShock 1 and they were like, that changed games, man. Like, how's BioShock Infinite gonna change games?
Yeah, I think people expect there to be a faster iteration among the people, like the same people who haven't been able to do anything else because they've been making BioShock for the last 3 years to somehow like keep up and iterate and constantly update themselves with every little indie game. It's like, nah, man, they're making games. They're trying to survive.
Yeah.
Sequels are almost never good. Movies, video games, it's the same stuff. We got a couple questions
Next question.
left. Anonymous asks, have any of you encountered unexplained phenomenon or the supernatural over the course of your lives? I have. It goes by the name John Machonsky. It is an apparition. It appears and disappears, and you're left feeling very awkward afterwards.
Absolutely, it's true.
Barks in its sleep.
I do. Oh, God. I mean, I'm pretty sure I told this story before, but it's been a long time, so I'm going to tell it again.
Were you abducted by aliens?
No.
Is this the poop story again?
This is not a story about poop, I promise.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Were you in diapers?
I'm not going to talk about poop or diapers
Okay.
or anything
All right.
like that. Okay.
That's enough. Please.
So, before I was born, my parents had to buy a house. You know, like they wanted to specifically buy a place to, like, just raise me specifically in. So they were looking around for places to live, and they found a place that they got a little bit cheaper because right before they bought it, a murder happened in there. And they bought that place, and they put me in the room that the murder happened. Now, because they thought the guy's ghost would protect me.
Holy shit.
You have not told that story while I have been on this podcast.
I've never heard that story before.
I think I told it like back when it was like me and Mike, so it's been
Maybe,
a long
yes.
time. But
Did he protect you?
I mean, I'm still here, but I don't know if it was because of him or not.
Protect you from what? Like the murderer?
I don't know.
Is the murderer
You better
still
pay your
around?
respects.
I don't fucking know. I mean, look. Murdered Ghost Man, if you can hear me through the airwaves, if you are still with me today, thank you for assisting me in my life, and I'm sorry that you had to see me jacking off all those times.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Next question comes in from.
Whoa. Hold on.
He can go to heaven now.
All right, Ryan.
Okay, yeah.
As long as yours doesn't
Yes.
involve jacking off in front of a ghost.
No, not this time. But so like, I've never had what I would consider to be in my infinite knowledge on the subject a real paranormal experience. But have I ever told y'all the story about how I legitimately thought I was going to be abducted by aliens?
Not
I
yet.
don't think so.
All right, so this story requires a little bit of setup. So let me crack my knuckles and
Here we go.
set the scene.
Is
So,
this when you went to that bar?
No, no.
Aw.
There's UFOs everywhere. They're just on the beer, Ryan. Jesus.
Yeah. So, a little setup for this story. For most of my life, I was raised in suburban North Texas, A lot of, houses next to each other, schools, retail, that kind of thing. Not a whole lot of open sort of wilderness areas, like no woods, nothing like that.
I think people know what wilderness is.
Yeah, no, I know, asshole. But, the woods part is important later in the story. A couple of years ago, when I started coming to college, the rest of my family moved from North Texas to Northeast Texas. Not quite out in the middle of nowhere, but pretty damn close to it. They didn't live in town, but they moved to this house that they had built, like, on the outskirts of town, in the middle of this kind of heavily wooded area. Like, on one side of us, there were, a few more houses. The neighborhood was really large, spread out, and sparse. Besides our house, there were probably only about 5 or 6 houses in the entire rest of the neighborhood. And on the other side of our house was a heavily, like, forest area, a lot of trees. There was, like, a pond out there. That kind of woods area that would be safe enough to take a cadre of Boy Scouts camping in, if you will. Now, I've always had a healthy respect and also fear of the woods, thanks to a traumatizing event that happened to me in the forest as a Boy Scout as a child, but that's a story for another podcast. But the point is that it's hard for me to look at the woods at night and not feel a little creeped out, which was great, considering this house was right next to them. And my window looked directly out into the trees. So, this house was built on the road in this neighborhood, which was kind of like a bend. Sort of, if I could draw it, you'd see kind of a really lazy kind of curve, and then not quite in the middle of the curve, but off center from it would be where our house is. And our house faces the road, obviously. So, one night, while I'm in this house, I often engaged in the practice of reading scary stories before bed.
Smart.
Just to creep myself out.
Smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the mood was really good for it, and the woods are right there. I was always kind of like uneasy. This house being in the middle of nowhere would often be visited by small animals in the night. And so, sometimes I'd be laying in bed reading, scary stories, and I'd hear like a little like crunch outside my window, like little footsteps, and I'd kind of be like, ooh. Then I'd be like, oh, it's just like a coyote or like a large squirrel or a raccoon or other such things. And, I'd be fine. I'd go to bed and everything would be okay. So one night, after indulging in these spooky stories for quite some time, I went to bed, as being a human being I want to do. At some point during the night, I don't know when, judging by my internal clock, it was probably about 4 a.m, if I had to guess. I was suddenly awakened by a noise outside my window. And my window wasn't... It was at the foot of the bed, but it was to like the right of my bed. So, looking out it, I could see anything that was out there from where my bed is. And being a normal person, I also kept the blinds closed, because this is on the first floor. So, at some point in the night, I wake up, and I'm in that weird state of sort of like sleep paralysis, where you're like half awake, but you can't really move at all. Mm-hmm. And so that was like check 1 on the no-no list, if you will. So as I'm sitting here in my bed, completely unable to move, this rumbling starts up from outside my window. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I barely have any idea where I am, like, just having woken up at 4 a.m. I'm like, I can't move. I'm like, what is that noise? And then suddenly, my window just starts to fill up with light. And I'm like, oh, God. And, like, I'm sitting there, I can't move anything. I'm, like, barely conscious. And this light just keeps filling up my window until the whole room is, like, illuminated. And immediately, I had 2 thoughts, like dead serious, that I still remember vividly to this day. The first one was, there is a UFO outside my window. And the second one is, I am about to be abducted by aliens. And so I'm sitting there, terrified out of my fucking mind, unable to move, light spilling in through my window, this rumbling, like, coming out through where the woods are. And I'm about to shit myself. And then I realized that it's a truck coming around that bend in the road, and its lights, like, passed by my window into my room. And I breathe a sigh of relief, and I fall back asleep. But, like, I remember that story so vividly, because that was probably one of the times I've been the most scared in my entire life. Because I legitimately was under the impression that I was about to be abducted into the woods by aliens.
Into the woods?
Yeah, like
we made our fort here.
Shut the fuck up. This is like a real ass story, but like, I don't know. Like maybe like you ever hear of the Hopkinsville goblins? Like those fuckers came out of the woods. Like that's what fucking E.T. is based on.
No, E.T. crash landed.
No. Okay. Here's a little movie trivia for you, shitlips. So Steven Spielberg was.
Oh God,
really
no! I'm done. I'm sorry. We're starting to run long. Right. You're gonna tell me another story about Steven Spielberg's ass.
Just look up the Hopkinsville goblins. No. And originally E.T. was a horror film about that, and then it became E.T.
Great.
The point is, nothing paranormal has ever happened to me in my life, but I almost felt like I was going to be abducted by aliens.
Great, Rose. Any paranormal activity?
No, that was great. Like, I wanted to play creepypasta music over that.
Okay. Maybe in editing.
Niall.
Last two questions. Anonymous asks, I feel like a bit of an outsider here, but I gotta ask, why does everybody want to fuck Bowser?
Him big.
I mean, why don't you want to fuck Bowser?
Yeah.
Like, did they see Cat Bowser?
Too. He's like a hot dad. Like he's one of those kind of characters. He's like a dilf. And him big. So.
Googling Cat Bowser. Oh, this is adorable. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright. Google Cat Bowser and you'll know. Final question.
Look at that picture of Bowser with like the glasses and the sweater and all that. That was on that one 3DS commercial, and then you will know.
There you go.
You will understand.
This is getting creepy. Gotta get my diaper out. Last question comes in from Horror Errors, and it's a question for Rose. Yeah. How do you feel about Final Fantasy XIV as it is right now? What do you want from the game going forward, specifically for the expansion? Now and then there's some questions for the rest of us. So I'll let you handle that first question, Rose.
All right. I'm feeling more optimistic than I did after the first expansion came out, because the first expansion kind of like grinded everything to a real halt for a while. They didn't update for 5 months. There wasn't a lot of content to do. The stuff that was there was really grindy. But things have been getting better. The best thing about Final Fantasy XIV is it's a great game, like, presentation-wise. All the fights look amazing. Like, everything has a great feel to it when you do it. So that's, like, why you want to keep doing it. I would like them to, like, start doing things like the Palace of the Dead, which they just did. A lot of things to get out of their comfort zone. Like, make things, like, not just, hey, do this dungeon over and over again, but, like, I'm writing an editorial on that right now, like, talking about exactly that. Like, making things different. And I feel like with the expansion coming up, they're going to have to seriously consider, like, we don't want to make 3.0 happen again. That was the expansion. Like, they want to make sure that, like, there's plenty of stuff to do, like, a lot of the stuff is different, and, like, I think they're starting to learn, like, what makes something that's different good, and that's, like, it has its own set of rules, because a lot of their design philosophy has been, it'll be different because the players can decide what fun is.
Yeah!
And that's, like,
Power to the players.
MMO players especially are really good at finding out what's fun.
They love fun.
But yeah, I'd like to see, like, more of a, like, controlled focus, because a lot of Heavensward is, like, big areas, like, a lot of stuff that they felt like they probably had to do as an expansion, like flying mounts and stuff. But I'd like to see them, like, they've talked about it before, like, flying won't be in every area in the next expansion. Like, if they focus on, like, what makes that game good and, like, spread it around instead of keeping it, like, concentrated, I think it'll be really good. And that's what I'd like to see.
Neat.
Cool.
And I look forward to that editorial. Should be coming soon. Maybe by the time this is up. Who knows? Yeah. And then Horror Errors also has some questions for the whole crew. And I'm just going to ask these as is. because
Sure.
you'll see.
No, go ahead.
What would Duke Nukem's persona be? Also, what if Junko had diabetes? Don't know how
I'm so
don't know how
upset.
to handle any of those questions.
All right. So I can maybe tackle the first one. I feel like there'd be two kind of options there. I feel like Duke Nukem would either be like a really generic kind of persona, like a wolf or something like that, or he'd be like that big dog character that you always see on
I
like,
was
those
about to
shirts.
say, yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, no, that's true. That's it. You nailed it.
I feel like we're gonna like see a Did You Know Gaming that's like actually Big Dog was Duke Nukem. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Do I have to answer the second one? Is that
You're the most equipped to
Yeah.
answer it out of any of us.
Yeah.
All right, well, all right. So I guess if Junko had any kind of illness, I'm pretty sure that after the worst, most despair-inducing event of all time, she'd probably at least make sure that nobody destroyed the fucking medical plants that were producing insulin or something, because she would want to fucking stay alive, I guess.
I don't know what any of this is about.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know either. This is a weird fucking question, even for me.
Great,
Like,
good question. You can send
What?
questions
All right.
like that in to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask or email us at podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. Back to you, John.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like reeling from that. Not to, I set the record straight. It's I don't want people coming at me being like, "What is it weird to have diabetes?" Like, no, I don't know what I was supposed to say.
Just move on.
say like
Just move on.
she gets despair from the insulin schedules. Like,
Oh no. Oh. Like, I don't know. Anyway,
Like a dirty
folks,
diaper, you
thank-
just toss it away and move on.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Folks, thank you for listening to this episode, and thank you for making it through this.
Just move on.
I'm trying,
boy.
You're bad at
but you
this.
keep bringing up the diapers.
like how many people do you think got past it? Like even the first diaper part.
As soon as someone said diaper, like,
We need to get a video game Choo Choo branded like diaper genie or something.
done. She's fucking
a what?
John. End this.
A diaper
Fucking
genie.
end
It's
this.
it's like a machine that you toss dirty diaper. It's like a fancy diaper trash
End
can,
this.
if I remember correctly.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I need to. I need to fucking pull the plug on this right now. Oh my god. Thanks so much for listening. Real quick, in all seriousness, I want to shout something out real quick. Ashley, who was a writer for us for a bit, she was on the podcast once. She's fantastic. She has left the site to pursue her own dreams of running a podcast network. So if you're interested in listening to people talking about rewatching TV shows, I know that she on that network she has the show about Totally Spies. They have a show about Power Rangers.
Evangelion.
Yeah,
Digimon.
I think she's just launching an Evangelion show. There's a Digimon show. Yeah, she's just launching all kinds of shows about rewatching TV shows. So if you're interested in any of that, check out audioentropy.com, and you'll be able to listen to all kinds of shows about all that. Don't be surprised if some of us show up on those shows. Like, honestly, she's talked to us about being on some future episodes of that stuff. So, make sure you check that out. But no, in all seriousness, good luck to Ashley. She's fantastic. I think, like, she's already doing a fantastic job over there, and I wish her the best. So thanks a bunch for everything that you did on this site here, and thank you again for listening to our podcast. That should do it for this week. We'll be back next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. Good night and good luck.